Was MBA worth it? My 2 years of journey at B School. So, hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and I am Soni Goel, and with me today we have very special our own students as a guest with us. We have Ishit Gaba from IIM Ahmedabad. We have Shivani from SIBM Bengaluru. We have Sonu Garg from IIM Bodh Gaya, and we have Arzu Garg from XIMB, right? So all of these students was like you just 2 years back. They were in doldrums. They were thinking what to do, what not to do, and somehow they decided to go for cat and get into the good B schools in the country. And finally they landed up in their dream colleges, and 2 years in the B school they have completed their MBA also. Now they are all well placed and done with their MBA. We were talking about their combined salary before this thing. It is gonna it's a very good package. All of them have got it. So our question, our today's talk is gonna talk is gonna be on the title that was it worth, right? Spending 2 years and some million of rupee, right, on 2 years of life. Was it worth it? Was it beneficial or not? So if you have any question related to the life at a B school, how was their uh, experience of staying that place, and whether they really enjoyed or what is it a torture, so we shall be listening from their own own mouth only. So I welcome them all, Arzu, Shivani, Sonu and Ishit. Welcome very much to the channel, and congratulations also. I see 2 years back you were on the other side of the table. Now you are on the other side of the table, right? So guys, if you have any question, please do type in chat, and on your behalf I shall be asking it to all of them. So let us start with the boy from Batinda, Sonu Garg. So guys, let me briefly introduce Sonu Garg. Sonu Garg is a doctor by profession. He has done doctor, we can say Dr. Sonu Garg, because he has done pharma. Can we say Dr. Sonu Garg? I don't know whether we can add a doctor to the people who are with pharma degree.
Not exactly, sir, but like DRX is a drug expert in.
Okay, drug expert. So Sonu is with a very different background. He is from B Pharma, right, Sonu?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Sonu Garg is from Batinda with a degree, graduation in bachelor's in pharma, interest in finance, ended up doing MBA at IIM Bodh Gaya. So Sonu, would like to know you first your story of in few lines of reaching IIM Bodh Gaya.
Yeah, sir. It was a great experience. Firstly, I have a lot of like I'm not sure about the I will do the MBA or not. But after I will guiding from yours and Himani ma'am, they you both of to guide me. And after that, I have interest in a finance. So I want to do MBA in finance. And I have a lot of problems because I am from medical background. So it's very
Okay.
difficult to grasp knowledge in finance and accounting. First few months, I have a lot of problems in how to manage, how will overcome myself. So it would be a great experience. It was a great experience.
Great, great. So I can see you, when you go from a tier two, tier three cities, and you are not, I would say, polished in that environment of a tier one graduation colleges, you face some challenges, but fighter वही है जो हारता नहीं है और जो लड़ता रहता है. So another, we have one more student with us, Arzu Garg. Again, she's from Batinda, and 2020 CAT aspirant, and then finally cracked that and got into XIM. So, can you tell us a brief about your journey, Arju Garg, of reaching Xavier's?
CAT also and my MBA journey also was a kind of stum and drunk kind of time. Lot of fusion of excitement, fusion of fear, mixed emotions every time. During CAT journey also, during MBA journey also, because there was ample of times when you feel excitement and fear at the same time. You can experience that kind of emotions during your placements. You're excited about what in which company you're going to go, and then excite and the fear also, like whether you will get into that or not. Also in the cat it happened the same thing. On the D-day you were the most fearful person, and before
Hmm.
that you are completely excited, like ho jayega, we'll do it. But so
Right,
it's kind
right.
of a roller coaster ride, both the things.
Okay. So you are with the BCom background?
Yeah, I'm from BCom honors graduate.
You are from BCom honors background. Okay, great. So we have with us Shivani also. Shivani, can you tell us about your background and how easy or difficult was it to crack symbiosis and reach there, that place?
Yes, sir. Even my journey was not easy. Like I started to prepare for CAT in 2019, just after my graduation. But
Hmm.
I couldn't like crack the exam in my first attempt. So after that, I was like, next के लिए preparation करना है या नहीं करना है. It was like I was confused. So after that, it I was thinking to give up. So it's not my cup of tea. I should do something different, like cat मेरे बस का काम नहीं है, right? So but after that, after like all the traumas and all, and taking the tough decisions with your guidance and Madni ma'am's guidance, I took the decision to start the preparation for cat for next year 2020 also. And
Hmm.
like I do all my hard work and again start the preparation for the cat, and gave cat, gave snap, zet, and met all the exams. And after that, like all the PIs and interviews, I was not sure in which college I will like landed up. So finally, I landed up in Symbiosis Bangalore, kind of my dream college, because I wanted to go to Bangalore. I don't know why. I just wanted to go to Bangalore from
Right,
north
right,
to south.
right,
So
right.
the journey was not easy, but yeah, it's like if you want to do it, one day you can crack it. Yeah, that's it.
Good. So now we have with us Ishit Gaba, who is, as you can see, has graduated from IIM Ahmedabad. So I am Ishit. Before we go and talk about the journey of MBA, I would like to know your journey of reaching IIM Ahmedabad.
Sure, sure, sure. So I'll start with my background. So I have a BTech in Dairy Technology from National Dairy Research Institute. I graduated in 2020. After that, I started to start my own venture. But yeah, eventually that didn't go well, and I planned to go for CAT and then MBA. And then IMA happened, and then I joined Ahmedabad, IIM Ahmedabad PGP FABM program in 2021. So yeah, so that's all about my. So I had an experience of starting my own venture and then going to an MBA. So that was a thing that that is like something that I wanted to do.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay,
Hello,
great.
I guess. Yeah.
So, guys, let me tell you a few, facts also about Ishit and I share few common things, right? As you know, both of us are from IIM Ahmedabad, but the summer internship, Ishit and I both did our summer internship under the same mentor. And I'm also happy to tell you that Ishit got placed in the same company which I got placed. So many same things happened with Ishit and this thing.
Just
One
to
more
add,
thing that
just
Ishit's
to add on that.
younger brother, he's also studying with me for CAT 23 also. So okay, let's get started now with our क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर राउंड. सो सबसे पहले यार बात करते हैं कि यार जब आप पहुंचे, लैंड किए, राइट, व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट रिएक्शन, राइट? आरजू, तुम वहां पहुंची भुवनेश्वर, व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ एग्जाम?
So, first 5 months went online,
हाँ.
and suddenly, 15 days before reaching to the campus, mail came that you are invited to the campus for the first time for the offline classes.
ओके.
So, I was just shocked, like whether we are really going there, or because online mode was so comfortable for us from the last 2.5 years that we were not thinking to go to offline classes. So the first day when I reached there, it was totally a different scenario. Different people from different cultures, from different backgrounds, with different attires were, running here and there, running in a mess,
Right.
running in a canteen, coming out from hostel, going inside out. I was just amazed to see like the people I saw them online mode. I'm seeing them in the offline mode, and
Right,
you know
right.
the behavior of the people, the aura of the people, the accent they used to speak, everything was totally different. So
Mm-hmm.
I saw that the difference was the people who were online are completely different in an offline mode. So
ऑफलाइन
it
मोड
was,
सो
yeah.
राइट ऑनलाइन में उसकी और शक्ल लगती है और देखने में लगता है फिजिकल में जाके ओके सो आई सपोज ऑल ऑफ यू हैव द सेम एक्सपीरियंस लाइक यू हैव partially for few months you were online then you went offline was that so Shivani for how long it was for you Shivani and Sonu
Yes, sir. First year is was online, and second year was offline
okay
mode.
so for you it was fun full year online Ishit for you
So for us, the classes were online, but yeah, we got the opportunity to study at the campus itself. So we like took the classes from the dorms itself. So
uh,
I joined Ahmedabad, like I went to Ahmedabad on 15th of August. So it was
uh,
exactly 1.5 months after the course has started. So for us, the experience was different because we were at the campus, and yeah, we could do mostly all the activities. Just the classes were online.
classes
Yeah, just the classes were online from the dorms. Rest everything was happening offline.
Offline. Right, right. Okay. So, what was your first reaction, Sonu? I am both gaya.
I had joined in June. It was a too hot, and we had never experienced in Bhatinda. So it's around 42. So I just like इतना नहीं सह पाएंगे मतलब 50 or 42 is too so after that few days and we have explored we were me and my friends were explore all the colleges और जहाँ नहीं जाना था हमने वहां भी जाके देखा है मतलब what is this because Bodh is a not large it's large district it's a small town Bodh is also a tourist place there is a world heritage site so we were explore all the things like Buddha's temples and many more things and there is a near about Rajgiri and we have explored that and there is a great experience because in online mode we have only sit on at one place and we had just joined the classes and after that in offline mode we have attended in a classroom there is a lot of there is a great experience and it was a very different from the online mode.
Okay, okay. So definitely yours was the one batch which had both online and offline. Maybe the batch before you was completely online, right? The 2020 batch, they hardly had 1 or 2 months or maybe one semester for offline mode. So, so moving to the next part of it, first term में बड़े subject लगते हैं, right? You have, what was one subject जिसको देख के आपके पसीने छूट गए यार ये क्या आ गया ये हाँ आरजू फर्स्ट टर्म का कोई सब्जेक्ट याद है जिसको देख के यार ये क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं ये हाँ व्हाट
uh,
वाज दैट
my it was labor laws.
ओके
Because being an HR, MBA in HR, so labor laws was one of the critical point we should
ओके
learn, we should have inculcate in ourselves. So first, when there was a first class, I was amazed to see like the professor is from XLRI Jamshedpur, and he's a very good experience, and he taught really well. But slowly, gradually, I realized that it's going out of my mind. The things which I have learned yesterday, I forgot in today. I'll not remember the today's thing tomorrow. So how I'm gonna catch up? And there are three subjects which are specifically related to labor laws. So I was
ओके
completely drained out because of that.
ओके इशित फॉर यू व्हाट व्हिच सब्जेक्ट वाज
Yeah,
दैट
for me it was FRA, financial reporting and accounting. So so of course, like for an engineer, yeah, accounting
yeah
comes
I
up.
think earlier its name was Manak
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
managerial accounting, right?
Okay. Okay.
Now it
So
is
there
named as
was,
FRA, because
yeah.
I don't remember any subject with the name of FRA, but I do remember the qualities that you are mentioning for an
Yeah,
engineer
yeah,
कि
yeah.
वो
So
पूरा
that's
subject
of course that.
overhead projection होता है overhead flow हो रहा होता है.
Hmm.
So that is like that. Okay, Shivani, you being a BCom graduate, so which subject was it for you?
Sir, the operation research, like I am a finance student, so subject that is related to operations like supply chain and all, like it's like totally a kind of puzzle for me. Like you have to
Transportation
follow.
problems.
Yes, sir. Like you have to solve the like entire metrics and
What,
all, and like
what
you have to
CPM?
prepare 8 to 10
Transportation
metrics in just one answer. So
problem.
that's a kind of puzzle for me.
Right.
Finance subject, like I'm good in that subject because I'm from a commerce background. But
Commerce spectrum.
I think in
Right.
first year, I it was very difficult for me to prep up for that operations subject. So that was the
Okay, we
subject.
have a question from Yogesh Swami. He is asking, how did you manage hectic academic schedule along with all cultural and club activities which happened during MBA? Arzu.
So
So,
personally, for me,
mm,
it was not hectic at all, because I
mm,
was a part of one cultural committee, which was not only a college committee. It has its presence in all over Odisha. It's PICMACA, it's Society for Indian Art and Culture. So we have regular events, but the organizing committee was so well, and we were have a constant guiding support, so it didn't be hectic for me. But
mm,
yes, if you have some event of your committee, do not take burden on yourself. Try to divide your duties among other members, and always take one or two verticals among yourself. Don't take and carry all the verticals on yourself. Try
mm,
to divide the verticals among yourself, and
mm,
then you will be
mm,
able to manage effectively. What people used to do is they used to take part and selected in 3 or 4 committees. They seems like ज़्यादा committees में होंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा. It's not like that. Or even
mm.
if you are a part of 1 or 2 committees just for exposure and just to explore yourself more, it's fair enough.
Good, good. So we have one more question coming in. Thank you very much. Very well answered by Arzu, because you really need to manage that. And in MBA college, you really enjoy this, right? जो जितना भी एक्टिविटी होता है वो बर्डन नहीं होता है बेसिकली, वो पूरा एकदम लर्निंग बेस होता है एंड यू पता ही नहीं चलता कि क्या चल रहा है. So because most of them are freshers, and our Ishit has some hands-on experience. He had his startup also. So, Ishit, would you like to take this question? The difference of an experience of a fresher and a work
Uh,
ex person in an
yeah.
MBA college.
Sure, sure, sure. So, like for a fresher, it's like it's just another college. Like they have come out from a college and just they are like they are like doing their post graduation immediately after college. So for freshers, it's like they want to explore everything. They like the way they are doing in the UG. They just wanted to explore everything. They want to be a part of all the cultural activities and all the club activities as well. But for a work experience person, they know what like in which domain they want to go, so they prioritize their task
Mm,
based on that. So like let's say if someone wants to join the consulting firm, so they focus more on the grades aspect rather than the club activities and all the other aspects. And like so
mm,
if someone wants to join finance, so they work accordingly that. But for a fresher, like mostly freshers have an option in marketing or strategy,
mm,
so for them it's just they want to explore the college life as well. Yeah, but for work
mm,
experience they come with a purpose, and it's
mm.
just the part that they enjoy like with that. So it's like it's somewhat different for both, like the work for the fresher and for the workers.
So before we go and take up this question, right, by Priyanshu Sarkar, that internship is valuable or not. So I would like to listen from you. What exactly is there in first year's academic input that you think you are learning, right? What was the first year's academic module that you have gone through, which have benefited you professionally or not benefited you, or like what is your take on first year's academic input? Yeah, we can start with Shivani.
Yes, sir. So in our campus, so in first year you will have to study all the subjects like marketing, operations, HR, finance. So like you have total around 10 to 12 subjects. So what I think, it is not necessary that you must have the knowledge of all the subject at one time, but it must be, you must be expert in your domain. Like I was good in finance, so what I do, I used to teach to my batchmates during my first year like finance, and what I used to study from them other subject in which I was weak like marketing, operations and HR and all subjects. So but in second year you have to choose your specific domain like with which specialization you want to go. So for me I think it is necessary you must have the knowledge of all the domains, but it is not necessary that you must be expert in all that things. You must be you must choose in which you are going to be comfortable and in which you are planning your career. So yeah, this is what that
Right,
I learned from my experience.
right, right. Ishit.
Yeah, for the first year, like we study all, like in each of the term we have each course of like finance, HR, marketing, and operations. And like what I believe is in the first year, like the technical knowledge that you gain doesn't count much. So it's just the case based pedagogy that helps, not just the technical knowledge and all the other aspects. But yeah, eventually it's a rigor that helps you to sustain in life. The rigor that you have multiple classes, multiple assignments, and the quizzes that eventually helps. So I really respect how the whole like process goes. So but yeah, for as far as the technical knowledge is concerned, I believe that can be acquired later on as far as the work is concerned.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
for me it was a rigor that had helped me to like
Yeah.
sustain.
Sonu, for you, academic takeaway from the first year?
Yes, sir. It's a mixture of HR. There are all the domains of the subject, and I had 28 to 30 subjects, and as yes, Shivani said that you have to know about the everything. You have to know about the supply chains, accountings, and marketing. So after that, whatever your interest in will in which subject you have to take on that for further in
Hmm.
second year.
So it's like the breadth of the knowledge that you get,
Yes.
rather than the depth of the knowledge about the subject, right? So we always say MBA is all about, getting the breadth of the knowledge. So you probably study all those subjects which you never study, you have studied in your life. For example, you study psychology, you study human behavior, you study marketing, finance, HR, and OB, organization behavior, operations. So all of these subjects are, touched at a superficial level. I would not say that you go that detail into each and every subject. Obviously, depending on your specialization, in the second year probably you go into more detail, but in the first year you touch it, so that you have a brief idea about what exactly how these things happen. Concluding remarks on this from you, Arzu.
So basically, what I feel is first year is for you to provide the fundamental business perspective. You should know what business is. It's not only about you're doing MBA in specific stream in specific domain. Like I pursued MBA in HR, so it doesn't mean I should know organizational behavior, I should know labor laws, I should know what HR is. It means like you should know business. So for business, you should know basics of finance, you should know basics of marketing, basics of business acumen, and some part of HR. So it's always, a university or a B school always wants you to provide the business perspective. So what I feel it's that.
Okay, Vanshika, I will take your question later. Now we are moving to a very interesting aspect of MBA life, and I personally believe, the summer internship is, the time when you really are able to test what you have learned in first year, right? And it's a first time in corporate. You enter, probably those who are not with the work experience, right? And probably you are being given that much of importance. uh, for me it was a very very different experience. I will share it at the end, after all of them are coming up with their own versions of summer internship experience. So probably you can start by telling where it was, probably if you want to share your stipend also and the learning from that period also. and any other interesting thing about your summer internship. Let us start with Sonu.
Yes, I had internship at joined in B School Bulls as a research analyst, and I was doing in a like how the market behave in the like stock markets. So I have prepared the presentations for the clients and seminars, conduct the seminars, and I had they had paid around 10,000. So it was a great it was a mixture of experience. I am not that much satisfied, or I am like satisfied also, because I am a medical background, so I have not that much experience, and moreover I am a fresher, so I have not experience in how to work in a corporate corporate. So it was a great.
Okay, so depending on your profile, you may have a good learning, you may not have a good learning, and the stipend and other thing also depends on so many factors. And right, so Sonu has a mixed kind of experience. Let us ask Shivani. Shivani, what was your experience?
Yes, sir. So my internship was with EU Prime. So basically, what we were doing, we have to work on the auction concept. It is not only, it was not like typical auction in which like we have to do the auctions and all. In that, we have to apply the mathematical concept like algebra, trigonometry, and all. It was totally different for me because I'm a commerce background student. I just know how to debit and credit the entries. But it was like totally a different kind of experience for me. We have to, what we were doing, we have to analyze the demands of the product of the company, and based on that, we have to conduct a research by reading the various research papers, and we have to and do the we have to did the analysis of that demands and making the like charts and all, and after that presenting to the CEO like how we can make productive demands from the customers and how we can make maximum profit out of that. So basically it was a kind of finance plus mathematical concept in which we have to apply, but that was totally a different experience for me because using a trigonometry and algebraical concept like it's not an easy like specifically in a finance. So yeah,
Hmm.
that was a great experience and like yeah, new experience for me.
Good, good, good. Arzu.
So I interned with a consulting organization based in Hyderabad. So my intern title was Human Resource Intern as a Center of Excellence. So it would not be fair for from my side if I use some technical jargons based on human resources with you. So broadly talking about my projects, so my number one project was talent acquisition, and second one was competency mapping, and third sub project was designing an internship program for the new engineering interns. So it was not an easy experience for me initially, but I really enjoyed later on. I find where my interest lies. So basically internship is what makes you realize where your interest lies. So
Hmm.
definitely in the 2 months period of time you should realize where what you want to focus on and what a role or what designation you want in your final placement at the end. So that's what I want to say.
Good, good. So for Arzu, it acts as a platform where you get to know your strength. You get to know which domain you should be working in future. Right, Ishit?
Yeah. So I did my summers with CPF India. It's a Thailand-based conglomerate. Yeah, based in Bangalore in India. So my internship experience. So the company was shifting from B2B to D2C, and so the company wanted to like start some campaigns for their like product. So I worked like a brand manager only. The best thing was I reported directly to the vice president, which eventually a task which takes 10 to 12 days to observe and learn, so it took only one day under his guidance. So eventually that was the most important thing that I could learn. So for me, I could explore the entire Bangalore city. We conducted campaigns, we conducted predict, and so it's an IPL based campaign. So that went really well. So the company was in the nascent stage of shifting to B2C. So that was a great learning for me. So I could lead a team of sales of like 5 to 6 people as well. So like for me it was a great learning experience, like because I was reporting directly to the vice president, and yeah, the guidance that I got was like really surreal.
Great, great. So even let you, I tell you guys, I did my summer internship as a competitor to the company in which Ishit worked, right? So I was working with Godrej. It was direct competitor was Shriyan Pokart, right? And but no doubt their share was much higher than what ours was. But at the time. Uh, it was like same experience I had because I was also working under a very senior person, vice president of that company, which now is in that company. Right at the time, he was with my company, Godrej. So I was not based out of Bangalore, but I traveled all the East Coast. So my project was based on the already the customer survey and the dealer survey and the distributor survey, and that involved meeting maybe 1,000 people, and from a land where you don't know the language. So it was very difficult for me, to go to meet people where I don't know their language, they don't know my language. So I used to have my interpreter with me. So he used to "Unde, elle." So it was so fun to be in Tamil land, and I traveled all the East Coast, Balasur, Badrak. It was an amazing experience. So what you have learned in first year, right, and what you see it in the corporate, you are really able to compare and contrast, right? And as Azu has rightly pointed out, you start understanding your strengths, your area of strengths, right? So when you come second year in your campus, I think you are able to some extent plan your specialization accordingly. So internship plays a major role. No doubt it gives you good money also. Right? Okay, so let's go to the next part of it. Second year mein chalte hain, but before that, let us take some questions which are being asked by our audience. Rahul Dudani asks, which is a better to select a specialization from a top B school, or should we take an MBA extra, take MBA core for a tier 2 business school? Anybody would like to take this question?
Yeah, so actually it's subjective. So
Hmm.
it's like if you want to do that specialization, if it's a like good B school and you want to do that specialization, then go for that. Eventually, that would be a better option because after a couple of years, the college name that would be like in the that people would understand, and not the specialization that you have done. But again, if you don't like the subject, if you don't want to pursue that career, so just go for that normal general regular MBA program from a tier two business school. But yeah, again, it's very subjective, like the college that you are getting or the specialization that you have, whether the specialization has like like what is the scope of that specialization. So
Yes. So, see, it's like, again, as he said, it's a very subjective question. Um, uh, Core versus specialization, ये ना boundaries जो हैं 4-5 साल बाद ये खत्म हो जाएंगी. As Arzu has also mentioned, in one of the questions, right? You are just doing business. It means business, right? So even if you are doing specialization, doesn't mean you will not study other subjects. And when you are studying core, it doesn't mean you are गिविंग इक्वल वेटेज टू ऑल द सब्जेक्ट. वहां भी आपका एक इंक्लिनेशन तो हो ही जाता है, राइट? इनफैक्ट आई एम यू डू जर्नल मैनेजमेंट, बट स्टिल यू हैव योर पर्सनल लाइकिंग फॉर सम सब्जेक्ट. सो और ये चीज ना आपको फर्स्ट ईयर तक पता भी नहीं चलती है, मैं आपको सही बताऊं, राइट? आपको एकदम से नहीं पता चलता है कि यार फाइनेंस क्या होता है, एचआर क्या होता है, मार्केटिंग क्या होती है. फर्स्ट ईयर के सब्जेक्ट दो दो तीन तीन करने के बाद पता लगता है. और कई बार तो पता है क्या होता है कि फर्स्ट ईयर में फर्स्ट टर्म में आपको मार्केटिंग बड़ी अच्छी लग रही होती है, बट सेकंड टर्म वाली मार्केटिंग आती है, आपके हाथ खड़े हो जाते हैं, भैया ये नहीं करना है मेरे को, राइट? सेम हैपेंस विद अकाउंट. फर्स्ट टाइम का अकाउंट आपको बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, लाइक, और सेकंड टाइम में जो फाइनेंस के सब्जेक्ट आता है, बोले छोड़ो यार ये नहीं होने वाला है. सो आई लिटरली टेल यू, फर्स्ट ईयर में ना अकाउंटिंग था. So I from being from a business family, थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया था कि एंट्री वेंट्री कैसे डलती है, राइट? बैलेंस शीट, ये, इवन बीइंग नॉन इंजीनियर थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया था. और थोड़ा क्वांटिटेटिव भी होता है, कैलकुलेटिव भी होता है. तो फर्स्ट ईयर तो बड़ा मजा आया, मतलब मेरा पूरा मन बन गया कि फाइनेंस में करना है. बट सेकेंड ईयर में जब वो स्टार्ट हुआ, ये रेशो वो रेशो, ये वाला एनालिसिस वो वाला, छोड़ो भैया, ये अपने ये टर्म समझ में नहीं आ रही है, इसको बेटर है कि मार्केटिंग में ही भाग लो. सो दिस वे आई थिंक मिस्टर दुधानी, गो टू ए कॉलेज एंड वहाँ जाके आप एक्सप्लोर करो, एंड यू कैन ऑलवेज चेंज, राइट. ऐसा नहीं होता कि भाई एक बार उसमें चले गए तो लाइक if she is in HR she cannot enter into some other thing. It is very well right, it's possible, right. Okay, now next question is ये question है आपका, if we are having a gap year after graduation, will it be drawback for getting calls? बताओ भाई, कितना ही
So
बड़ा ड्रॉप रहता है, कॉल आती है
I
नहीं आती है.
I can
Are
take
you-
that.
हाँ, yeah, you
So
please.
so I had a gap after my undergraduation. So the gaps, like it's up to you, like how you justify. So, like eventually the gap would have an effect in the interview. So they would be asking you what did you do in that phase. So it's up to you how you justify that gap. So I started my own venture, but yeah, that was not registered at that time. So eventually, like on paper it was a gap only, but yeah, I could justify that. So I started my own thing. Or like even if you are preparing for CAT, even if you are doing core preparation for CAT as well, you can justify that I wanted to give my best in the 1 year duration. So that's why I choose to take a gap. And for me, that gap year was the most beautiful year in my life. So I could do like whatever I could do.
Uh,
So I started my own thing. I prepared for CAT for like this. So it was COVID that eventually helped me. So I couldn't, like I didn't have to join for a job as well. So for me, gap worked out, and I'm really happy that I took a gap. Like,
ठीक है यार, ये कोई क्राइम थोड़ी किया है तुमने, मतलब
hmm,
कोई जेल थोड़ी ना गए हो, गैप ईयर ही है ना. तो अनलेस अदरवाइज यू हैव मेड सम सीरियस मिस्टेक, राइट, देन इट इज परफेक्टली ओके. इनफैक्ट आई नो सो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स एवरी ईयर, आप ही के बैच में बहुत सारे लोग थे जिनका 2-2 साल का गैप था. इनफैक्ट
hmm.
दैट गाय हु वेंट टू आई एम रोहतक, मेरे को नाम नहीं याद आ रहा है यार उसका, आई एम रोहतक में जो गया लड़का, वो
Jatin, I think Jatin was there.
राइट, ही हैज a 3 years गैप. सो भाई ठीक है, इट्स ओके. वो यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर रहा था, वो कहता है सर मैं दिखाऊं क्या, उसका एक स्टार्टअप भी था और उसके बाद यूपीएससी की भी तैयारी थी, और ही लैंडेड अप नोवेयर आफ्टर 3 years, राइट. और कोविड हो गया, उसका स्टार्टअप बिक गया, सब कुछ खत्म हो गया, कैफे वगैरह था उसका बच्चे का एक. देन फाइनली ही कुड वेरी वेल टेल कि सर ये मैंने किया, राइट, और नहीं हुआ तो ठीक है, मैं एमबीए कर रहा हूँ. गोली थोड़ी मारोगे उस बंदे को. तो भाई ज्यादा परेशान नहीं होना चाहिए गैप ईयर को लेके. Yeah, any prerequisite knowledge for a non-commerce student to pave easily through finance subjects? Shivani, finance आते होंगे बच्चे तुम्हारे पास पढ़ने के लिए?
Yes, sir, obviously. So, sir, any pre-knowledge for that, I would say during your MBA, if you want to take a finance, you must have one good friend who is a good in finance. That
बस.
is from my side. So
देखो भाई, वहाँ पे ना
he or she will guide you everything, like what you have to do and what is your weaknesses and in which things you are good. So that is from my side, because this is what I did during my MBA. I used to teach my batchmates during the final placements. So yeah, this thing that
मिल
I would
जाते हैं, ये
recommend.
बिल्कुल सही है. रेमेडियल सेशंस होते हैं. सो बहुत सेशन मैंने भी लिए हैं, और मैंने मतलब दिए भी हैं और रेमेडियल लिए भी हैं. और आई रिमेम्बर हमारे बैच में ना सीए होता था, एल्गो एल्गो वाज अभिषेक, उसका नाम अभिषेक गुप्ता है, राइट. सो अभिषेक गुप्ता यूज टू टेक रेमेडियल, और वो इतनी लंबी लाइन लगती थी, लोग खड़े होके पढ़ते थे उसका, मतलब क्लास में जो पढ़ रहे हैं, और वो दूसरे किसी डॉम में जाके उसके, अरे भैया कुछ समझा दो यार, और उसके बाद पर्सन नहीं, भैया तुम मतलब अच्छे से बताना. एंड देन ही यूज्ड टू टेक योर क्वेरीज जो प्रॉफ नहीं लेते हैं, क्योंकि अब अगर हम टुच्ची सी क्वेरी आप भी नहीं पूछोगे यार कि ये ऐसे क्यों है, राइट, बट यू कैन वेरी वेल आस्क योर फ्रेंड, और वो आपको बिल्कुल आप ही के लेवल पे आके समझाते हैं कि भाई डेबिट कम्स इन, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन एंड क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट. वो सब चीज आपको आपके हिसाब से समझा देते हैं. डोंट वरी. एमबीए में ना यार एक गिव एंड टेक बहुत चलता है, बहुत चलता है. जो लोग एक दूसरे की मदद करना सीख जाते हैं वो अच्छा सेल थ्रू हो जाते हैं. और जो आरजी टाइप लोग होते हैं ना, जो एक दूसरे से मतलब हेल्प नहीं करते, उनका शुरू शुरू में तो चल जाती है कहानी, फिर बाद में चतुर वाला हाल होता है उनका, राइट. सो एमबीए इज वेरी मच अबाउट कोऑपरेटिंग विद योर फेलो मेंबर्स, राइट. Okay, now let me ask second year of your life, MBA life. तो मैंने ऐसा सुना है कि यार सेकंड ईयर में पढ़ाई वढ़ाई कम होती है, ऐसा क्या सच है क्या? आजकल भी लोग पढ़ते वढ़ते नहीं है, समर प्लेसमेंट हो जाती है, पीपीओ आ जाता है कुछ लोगों का है? क्या क्या सीन है, असली असली सिनेरियो क्या है आज की डेट में? है? मुंडी काफी हिल रही है तो सेकंड ईयर में लोग मस्ती बहुत करते हैं, ये क्या
हाँ
है
सर,
बताओ?
second year is relatively chill. So it's up to you like what courses are you choosing. So if you want to take some light courses, then you can take and like chill in the second year. So second year also has exchange term as well. So like one third of the batch goes for exchange. So exchange is like eventually it's like a 3 months holiday that yeah that all the students get. So second year is relative, so but yeah, it depends. Like if you are not, if you haven't received PPO, then eventually you have to like go for grades and then go for
हाँ,
other
डिपेंड
projects.
करता है, अगर आपका पीपीओ आ गया है, पीपीओ इज प्री प्लेसमेंट ऑफर, तो प्रोबेबली यू कैन चिल, यू कैन एंजॉय, और आपका पीपीओ आने से प्लेसमेंट बहुत इजी हो जाता है, राइट? क्योंकि कंपनी को लगता है कि यार इस बंदे को अगर पीपीओ दिया है तो कुछ तो किया होगा इसने समर इंटर्नशिप में, मतलब बंदा काम का है, तो उसकी अच्छी प्लेसमेंट लगती है, राइट? और जिसका पीपीओ नहीं आता है तो उसको थोड़ा सा फाइट, और ग्रेड भी अगर कम हो, अगर दोनों सोने पे सुहागा हो जाए, फिर प्लेसमेंट्स में मज़ा बहुत आता है। मतलब कंपनी आ रही है, आप वेट कर रहे हैं, आज भी नहीं हुआ, फिर अगले दिन कंपनी आ रही है, फिर आप वेट कर रहे हैं। आरजू, वुड यू लाइक टू ऐड some put some light on this
Yeah, I've
placements?
seen my batchmates struggling, no, सोने पे सुहागा वही कि grades भी नहीं है और PPO भी नहीं है, so what to do? So I got placed in day zero, but
Okay.
post that, but post that when I came home, no, it was Diwali time, so I got
हाँ
placed on 14th of October and 24th October was Diwali.
हाँ
So
हाँ
I came home next day only and
हाँ।
spent around 15 days at home chilling because there was a placement week going on.
Right,
And I
right.
and I've seen people struggling. No, they have good the number of work experience, no, good years of experience, and they have good background. They are from BTech backgrounds, and they know like what where to reach, how to reach. But due to their less marks and struggling day by day, they are losing confidence. So
ओके, गुड। सो दिस इज अबाउट द प्लेसमेंट सिनेरियो। बाकी आप वहाँ जाएंगे तो ज़्यादा आप एक्सपीरियंस कर पाएंगे। ये जिनका हो जाता है यार, उनके लिए बड़ा मज़ेदार चीज़ होती है, बट जिनका नहीं होता ना, मतलब थोड़ा होना तो सबका ही होता है, बट इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट कि आपको डे ज़ीरो मिल रहा है, डे वन मिल रहा है, डे टू मिल रहा है, डे थ्री मिल रहा है, या मे बी कईयों में मंथ वन, मंथ टू, मंथ थ्री होता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कॉलेज दैट यू आर गेटिंग, राइट? इफ़ यू गो टू अ टीयर वन कॉलेज, मे बी योर प्लेसमेंट विल बी finished in 1 week or so, right? And for slightly lower level college it takes around a month, and उससे थोड़ा और नीचे आके भाई 2-3 महीने भी लग जाते हैं, तो वो थोड़ा डेफिनेटली रहता है पीरियड, क्योंकि आपके साथ वाले जो होते हैं ना यार, उनका तो प्लेसमेंट हो गया होता है, तो आपको फील होता है कि यार मेरा हुआ नहीं है, कि एम आई गुड इनफ, राइट? So before we close today's this thing, and we finally conclude whether it was worth it or not, so I would like to listen from each one of you three key takeaways from your 2 years of MBA. Sonu.
Uh, for me, MBA is from my side. MBA is worthwhile because MBA provides the networking, which is very important for you, and they give hefty packages which we have actually deserve after cracking the cat. And third thing is it's also include provide the enjoyment. You have to enjoy, entertain. It's a lot of things. You have to join your clubs, committees, and there are a lot of functions, events in your college.
Overall
And
personality development that happens for a person, right?
yes, yes, it's all over the personality development. How you convince your others. It's a convention power, negotiation skills. You have to develop that.
Good, good. Okay, Shivani.
Yes, sir. So for me, MBA taught me like how to make connections with people, because in my life I used to live with the same people throughout my life. Like school time, I have same friends at my tuition, and same friends at my VCO. So when I went to Bangalore for my MBA, there were like I was like filled up by all these strangers. So MBA taught me how to make connections with people when you don't know anyone, how to present yourself to the people. And apart from that, I was not good in public speaking. So during MBA, you gave a lot of presentations, you talk to the professors, lot of interviews, process, GD processes and all. So a lot of committees and clubs work where you talk to your juniors, you present your college in different colleges. So all these things taught me how to how to present yourself in front of other peoples. So yeah, this is what that MBA taught me. Yeah, this
Good,
is
good. I'm so happy for you, Shivani. And this is a message for all the boys and girls listening from tier two and tier three cities. Apart from the package that you get as a byproduct of your development, which Sonu and Shivani has very well mentioned, you as a person, develop yourself a lot, right? आपको वो बहुत जल्दी जल्दी समझ में नहीं आता है कि भाई चेंज हो चुका है, but 10 years down the line when you will be in a corporate, you will be a different person altogether. और जो एक push होता है ना, initial impetus होता है, वो otherwise नहीं मिलता है. Like both of them, both of Shivani, and they have got other packages which are obviously 10 lakh plus. अच्छा अच्छा पैकेज मिला है दोनों का. So just maybe 23 years of age, 24 years of age, you are earning somewhere around 1 lakh rupees per month. I think it is a good achievement, especially when you are from a tier 2 college in graduation, right? Please do not compare yourself when you are कंपेयरिंग. मैंने ये बहुत गड़बड़ देखी है कि लोग कंपेयर करने लग जाते हैं, मेरा कजन वहाँ है, मेरी, अरे भाई उसका ग्रेजुएशन का कॉलेज श्रीराम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स है, राइट? तुम्हारा कॉलेज जो गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज तुम्हारा सिटी है, तो उन दोनों में कंपेयर मत करो. आर यू गेटिंग इट? वहां से वहां पहुंचना बहुत बड़ी बात है. सो आई एम सो हैप्पी फॉर आरजू गेटिंग इनटू डेलॉयट, क्योंकि थोड़े दिन पहले मैं एक कॉलेज में था. इट्स ए लोकल कॉलेज नियर बठिंडा. बीकॉम के स्टूडेंट थे वहां से. मैंने उनसे पूछा, बेटा व्हाट इज श्रीराम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स? बीकॉम का टॉपर बच्चे को श्रीराम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स नहीं पता है. फिर मैंने पूछा डेलॉयट, केपीएमजी, right? BCom final year student, right? Big four, no idea at all, right? Now you go to DU, you try to talk about that. बच्चा फर्स्ट ईयर में ही बोलता है कि यार मेरे को DU में इंटर्न करना है, मतलब डेलॉयट में इंटर्न करना है, E&Y में इंटर्न करना है. Are you understanding that? So for those people, MBA can be really a change, a game changer, right? What I'm saying, especially from these two cases is, it may not be a big value addition for a guy who is from DU, right, in terms of personality development and in terms of overall development, but definitely for tier 2, tier 3 people, it acts as a big game changer. Now, your takeaway, Arzu.
So first of all, rather than saying was MBA worth it, I could say was MBA valuable. So the first point is, don't confine yourself to groups. Talk to everyone. Try to make connections, not even with your batchmates, even with your seniors, because they will help you in future. If you want to shift a company, you want to land somewhere else, the seniors are the best source available. The next one is always try to explore other areas, like take part in committees, take part in clubs, have some fun time playing indoor games and playing badminton in the college, the best time ever. And the next thing is, in the top colleges, you have some of the best professors. We have one of the professors, Professor Govind Rajan, who is from IIM Ahmedabad, top 10 marketing professors, and it's mesmerizing starting from him marketing. So try to explore the professors as much as possible.
Good. So, according to Arzu, being in that intellectual domain for 2 years and being talking in that sense and making connections is what you have as a big takeaway from your MBA. Ishit.
So for me, it's the crowd that really attracted me to join IIM Ahmedabad and then MBA. Yep. So like even like my key takeaways were like after my like 2 years, like if I go back in my 2 years of the entire journey, so
Hmm.
MBA had made me more humble. MBA had made me more like it's just like more grounded. And
Hmm.
also MBA made me realize to not like making perception on a first go. So let's say if someone is from tier 2 tier 3 college, you should not make a perception. You should take some time to make perception about that person. So that's all MBA has taught me. Also, it's also MBA taught me that you should not judge a book by its cover. You should like talk to that person. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to each of these, like, so we had a batch of 450 and I just wanted to talk to each of the person like at least once. So because every person has its own story, and if we want to like understand their part or their counterpart, it's just a life lesson that we got. So we have four more, like 450 plus 450 900 students. So if we take one life lesson from each of these students, so it comes out to be 900 life lessons.
Hmm.
So it's the journey that, like, it's a crowd that has like pulled me up.
Yeah, yeah, right. Good, good. Thank you very much for this valuable insights that you have given to our audience. Can we conclude that this 2 years was worth spending over there? You are not having any regret, or you have कि भाई क्या किया यार 2 साल खराब कर दिए जीवन के.
No, I wish we had, like, I wish I had some more time. I wish the MBA would
Right.
have
Even
been.
I wish so that I so far in my career, I would say those 2 years are the best years of my life because every single day there was a value addition. What Arzu
Yeah.
said, right? You come out as a different person. You enter the class, right? You do case discussion for 2 hours, and then you come back. You say, "Oh my God, अरे दुनिया बदल गई है," right? आपको दुनिया देखने का perspective बदल जाता है. Just one case, and you meet one professor. You listen to this philosophy and you say, oh wow, हम कहाँ थे इतने दिन, कहाँ थे, हमने मिले क्यों नहीं इतने दिन. So all these things keep happening, guys, right? I can go and speak on and on, but last 5-6 minutes मैं आपको लेके जाना चाहता हूँ 2 साल पीछे, right? In fact 2.5 years back when you were appearing for your CAT examination, right? क्योंकि हमारे चैनल में बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो भी इसी लाइन में हैं. उनको लग रहा है कि आप आई एम अहमदाबाद एग्जाम बी सिम्बोसिस आई एम बोध गया से MBA कर रहे हैं और वो सोच रहे हैं कि यार अगर यहाँ से मिल जाए तो. जब आप तैयारी कर रहे थे, राइट, मतलब क्या चलता था माइंड में? व्हाट वाज योर बिगेस्ट फियर? मैं 3 क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट वाज योर बिगेस्ट फियर? ईच वन ऑफ यू कैन आंसर, मे बी स्टार्टिंग विद शिवानी.
हो पाएगा कि नहीं.
हो पाएगा नहीं हो पाएगा. ओके आरजू.
So my biggest fear was like I don't want to repeat. I didn't want to repeat. I want to go in a first chance.
Yes,
Like
पहले
first
बात नहीं
chance
कर
me
रहे.
hona hai.
इशित,
Yeah.
इशित
So,
गावा.
so I had a drop here. So eventually, I had to join a B school. So it just my biggest fear was I wanted to go to a big B school. So
गुड बी
like,
स्कूल, बिग बी स्कूल, राइट.
yes, yes. So,
इशित, सोनू.
For me it's different, like होने को कुछ है नहीं मेरे पास, मतलब like we have just if we good college, then it would be a great opportunity to for
Learn.
that college.
Right. Okay. Second question. What is the one thing that you remember from those days, your CAT days?
I could say my struggle with quant. Sir
Okay.
can very well understand how I struggled with my
Right,
quant.
right. Sonu?
For me, I am not. I am from not that much good in studies. Like I'm from medical background, so I have it very difficult to solving quant also.
Right. Shivani?
Yes, sir. Like studying for that more than 16 to 17 hours a day, like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. classes at with MissionCAT, and after that you are giving mocks at home during the midnight till 2 or 3 a.m. So that was a like rememberable time for me during my CAT journey.
Right. Ishit?
for me, it was like reading some really good books. So I
Hmm.
started reading during that phase only, during the CAT preparation phase only. So I started developing interest in psychology and philosophy. So that's
Hmm.
that's the most important thing that I got.
that happened to you. Okay, guys, so thanks for joining. Now I would like to take one piece of advice that you want to give it to our audience, those who are preparing for CAT this year. वो लेना चाहूंगा, but उससे पहले एक छोटा सा announcement है that tomorrow, that is 6th of April, we shall be having our test for SoGo100 for the last 18 seats. And this batch is already having 82 fellow members from the diverse background. We have students from Assam, we have students from Kerala, we have students with BCom background, we have students from IIM Indore, BBA student, we have student who is an engineer, we have student from remote villages. So it's a diverse background which is there already. 18 more students are now can be taken through the admission test, which is gonna be tomorrow, 6th of April on 6 p.m. So you can register on the link that is given below in the description. And if you are selected, you can be part of it. 8th of April, we are starting our journey, around 11 months long journey on Success Highway, on a highway to get into CAT. And to our alumni, Mr. Ishit, Mr. Sonu Garg, Miss Shivani and Ms. Arzu, I thank you for coming, and I want to congratulate and tell you that this year's CAT result has been amazing. You must have seen that, we have around 10 plus converts on Narsi Monje main campus, right? Apart from many other for business analytics and HR. And we have around 15 calls for IIFT, right? We have around 20 calls for XLRI, around 40 calls for Symbiosis, 27 calls for IIMs, 6 calls for IIM Ahmedabad. So this has been an amazing year. Mainly one game changer here was the timing. We changed it to 5:30 to 7:30 a.m. Right, so that was a real game changer for this thing. So before we close, guys, just one piece of advice that you want to give it to CAT aspirant who are listening this video, this channel, right? Let's start with Shivani.
Yes, sir. So my advice will be, if you really serious about it now, तो just do it. Don't think कि gap पड़ जाएगा यार, first attempt में नहीं हुआ है and all. Don't think about that. All these things will be covered up when you will be land up in a good MBA college. So if you are serious, just give yourself one more chance and just do it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Sonu Garg.
My advice is very simple. You just follow the Sony sir. I thought he have a good experience, and he had given 13 times of CAT and scored 99.99 percentile, as you know that, and just follow that. And from my side, you have to solve many questions as in a quant. You have to read more and a lot in English, and from my side, all the best, and you will, and I'm sure you will get the good college as your dream college.
Okay, thank you very much, Sonu, because you have very plainly said for quant do number of questions. बिल्कुल मेरे को तुम्हारी simplicity बहुत अच्छी लगती है मेरे बच्चे, right? God bless you all. बहुत बहुत simple शब्दों में ना इसने बता दिया भाई quant में question ज़्यादा करने हैं, verbal में reading ज़्यादा करनी है और कहानी कुछ है नहीं है. Right, इतना ही करना है. Literally telling you, यार, this is what you all need to do. Thank you very and wish you all the very best. I am so happy for you. But तुम्हारा मिठाई का डब्बा ड्यू है, right? ना मैं waiting for that, right? और
Sure, sir.
मैं आपको बता दूं ये 14 times हो गया है इस अभी, right? तो तुम्हारे टाइम पे it was 13 times, now it is 14 times. But this year I am so happy. One of my student has crossed my score. है ना, 12 साल में ये नहीं हुआ था, but last year it has happened. Parul Arora, sorry, who was our host, who was our guest yesterday, she scored 99.93 and I could score 99.90 this year, right? So thank you very much, Arzu.
So my advice would be just don't listen to the myths which are still prevalent. Like if you are not from a BTech background, you can't perform well in quant. You don't need to perform, very, outstanding in quant. Just to minimum number of questions, and you will cross the board. And there are a number of myths around, like you are a fresher, you have a drawback. So
Hmm.
there are other myths also. So just don't listen and don't accept them. And I know you all are doing your part of hard work. So keep on doing that.
Right, right. Okay, thank you very much, Arzu. Very well, articulated that you need to just think about what you need to do rather than listening to the myths. Ishit,
Yeah.
तुम्हारे से थोड़ा लंबा
So
चाहेंगे because yeah.
So I would advise you to take out some time, take out 10, 12 minutes to fantasize or dream about the college where you want to go. Because eventually, like if you dream about the college where you want to go, that goes into your subconscious mind and you work harder for that. So like take out 10 minutes before sleeping and dream about that college. Look after the videos, look after the Instagram channels or whatever activities. So let's say if you like sports, look after the sports activities that you want to do during college. So even I wanted to, so I didn't get into IIT. I wanted to play inter IIT, so I used to play table tennis in my school as well. So but yeah, then after IIT I decided that I will play inter IM. So recently we have been to like Sangharsh at IIM Calcutta and we have
uh,
won gold. So I was a captain of IIM table tennis team. So eventually
hmm.
that thing works out. That thing worked out for me as well, that I wanted to play. So that was my motivation, that I wanted to play inter IIM, and I went to IIM Ahmedabad and then this happened. So
ग्रेट ग्रेट सो गुड यार सो गुड सपने उन्हीं के साकार होते हैं जो सपने देखने की हिम्मत रखते हैं तो भाई देखो आज का जो सेशन था द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दिस वाज टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट 2 साल का जो एमबीए है ना उसको सिर्फ आरओआई की टर्म में मत देखो राइट बहुत लोग हैं जो ना मेरे को बड़ा स्टूपिड सा लगता होता है इसका आरओआई कितना है राइट आप सिंगापुर घूमने जाते हैं डू यू कैलकुलेट कि आरओआई कितना है 4 लाख रुपए लगा के आ गए आप हफ्ते भर के लिए क्या क्या लेके आए भाई व्हाट इज क्या आरओआई निकला दुबई घूम के आए हो आप 5 लाख रुपए से कम दुबई नहीं जा सकता बंदा फैमिली के साथ 10 दिन लगा के क्या निकला क्या है उसमें से व्हाट इज वेयर इज द आरओआई राइट here you are learning for life right if you go to a premium college you meet 1,000 brains right 300-400 तुम्हारे बैच के होंगे 300-400 तुम्हारे सीनियर होंगे 300-400 तुम्हारे नीचे वाले होंगे जूनियर जो आएंगे ऑल ऑफ देम विल बी द ब्रेन्स ऑफ द कंट्री और उनको सीखने उनसे मिलके क्या सीखने को मिलेगा और जैसे आरजू ने कहा भाई गॉड लोग प्रोफेसर लोग होते हैं वहां पे राइट तो वो 100-150 जो लोग प्रोफेसर लोग रहते हैं गेस्ट लेक्चर के लिए आते हैं तो it's an opportunity to make yourself a better human being right so I would say when you are calculating ROI don't see the present value right you must see the future value also right and if you are calculating just based on the packages that you are getting and the fee that you are paying I think you are very very well mistaken right so I don't want to say at the start of the session otherwise you would have said कि sir worth it था नहीं था but now after listening to what happens at a B school and how these people have transformed their life I think we can conclude that MBA is worth going for it right the biggest cost that you pay for doing MBA is not the not the 10 or 15 lakh rupees but the 2 years of your life राइट 2 साल की जिंदगी कहीं पे लगाना यार अगर वो वर्थ होता है तभी आप लगाते हैं सो आई एम वेरी श्योर ये 2 साल ने इनकी लाइफ में बहुत वैल्यू ऐड किया होगा और आप में से बहुत सारे लोग जिनका ये सपना है सो आई एम वेरी श्योर ये वैल्यू ऐड करेगा थैंक यू वेरी मच इशित सोनू गर्ग आरजू एंड शिवानी आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप चैनल पे आए और आज ये बच्चों के लिए आपने बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण जानकारी दिया राइट विदाउट एनी क्या कहते हैं उसको चेंज किए बिना उसको कैंडिड फॉर्म में आपने उसको बताया राइट उसको बिना फैंटेसाइज किए उसको बिल्कुल सिंपल शब्दों में बताया और आई थिंक दिस विल बी हेल्पिंग स्टूडेंट्स इन ए ग्रेट वे एंड नेक्स्ट जो बात मैं कहने वाला हूँ वो आपके लिए दुआ करने वाला हूँ कि 5 साल 10 साल बाद आप अपने करियर में बहुत ऊंची हाइट पे पहुंच जाएंगे राइट एंड आई बिलीव दैट यू शैल बी contributing a lot to this nation to the society to the organization for which you will be working right so wish you all the very best all of you and once again thanks for coming